Hello, I'm the official name raider. My job is to look through the first page of Google, review the nicknames provided by the internet, and then give my recommendations at the end. Today we're going to look at the other Wurmple evolution with Cascoon and Dustox. This one's going to be a little strange because some of the links have already been clicked on because of Beautifly, and there's no spreadsheet today because we looked at the spreadsheet yesterday and there wasn't anything worthwhile, and he didn't bother differentiating the difference between which nicknames go to Beautifly and which go to Dustox, so none of that. Alright, so you ready for some suggestions that you probably shouldn't use for most of these? Because we're going to start with Venomoth. Don't use that one. Killer Moth. Sounds super scary, right? No, it doesn't. It sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, honestly. Mothman. This one irritates me because he says, "Sorry, this is for the ladies only." Bro, Mothman's a thing. It doesn't have to be specific to just men. If you got a female Dustox, fuck off, name it Mothman if you want anyway. Like, I'm pretty sure there's also a film based on this. I don't know, I just recognized the name Mothman, so I knew that one beforehand. Mothra, which is Godzilla stuff, and he doesn't acknowledge Godzilla. And then Dustini, Dusty, and Flutterdust, which I would definitely not at all ever recommend to anybody. So, Mothra and Mothman are okay, but, Mothra, we saw a bunch with Venomoth, so it's probably already taken on your team anyway. Alright, we'll go over these two together. I remember Dust Devil, I think that was the one I kind of sat with maybe 6 years ago because I was like, well, there's nothing else better. Yes, if it's not good, just don't use it. Don't settle for something crap just because you're desperate. Have standards, for fuck's sake. Yeah, I wouldn't use it, but I remember it in the past. And then Sulfur is one, I mean, I wouldn't use Sulfur Ox, but I'm interested in Sulfur just because I think of the song from Slipknot, and I'm like, Sulfur could be, and just science, it could just be a cool nickname by itself, but I'm not sure who I'd want to give it to. First thing that comes to mind is going to be like Executor because of the egg-like smell, but I still wouldn't settle for that. So Sulfur is one where I'm curious, and I'm like, maybe one day I can find a Pokemon that I think it'll fit, but until then it's on my list of where the hell do I put this. And this was the comment I was thinking of before. I mentioned in the Beautifly episode, Mothula from Zelda. I think I actually got this wrong even in the Venomoth episode, because I could have swore it was named Mothra back in Link to the Past, but upon, just Googling it, apparently it was always Mothula, and I was just wrong, but I swear it used to be called Mothra, or the people that because I've never played Link to the Past, I've seen people play Link to the Past, and maybe they just call it Mothra, and that's why I got it wrong, was because somebody else gave me the wrong information, but apparently it's actually Mothula. Cool, so we've reached the bottom and found basically fucking nothing. I'm not inherently surprised because we found nothing last time as well with Beautifly, so I guess I don't know, I just feel like certain ones, like at the beginning of the game, you'd expect there to be more. Like there was plenty of options for like Butterfree and Beedrill, so I would expect Beautifly and Dustox to have a fair bit too. Like I would expect the ones in the middle of the Pokedex to be the ones that aren't the ones with least common nicknames. I'd expect something not common for like Numel or Tropius, not Dustox and Beautifly. I have a little bit higher standards than that, but yeah, there wasn't anything. So really your options are kind of just Mothra, Mothula, Mothman. And yeah, and then there was also a suggestion in the comments which kind of paired with Beautifly's Mothra to be Batra from Godzilla as well, and that's fine too. I like the idea, because I was thinking about this as well, like, I was really surprised Denny didn't have anything, because I was like, oh, maybe he's got something for, like, both for Beautifly that I missed in the last episode as well, but he didn't have anything at all. But if you could find a way to maybe try and, like, pair them together in, like, a yin and yang sense, where they can complement each other, like so, then, like, that's totally fine. Go for it. If you can find some way to make them pair together, that might make giving them nicknames a little bit easier. But other words, I don't have any personal suggestions. This is what we found. It's incredibly basic, so there's got to be something more, but if you can find one and you think you might be able to work it into Beautyfly as well, I give it a shot. Give your ideas and suggestions for Dustox in the comments below. Bonus points if you can come up with one for both Dustox and Beautyfly that complement each other. Salt and pepper. Give a thumbs up to the ones you think are good, and yeah, we need new nicknames.